First off, I've got 2 good-sized boneless, skinless chicken breasts. So I'm just going to take a knife and cut these in half. And that's what you want, is something like this. Season this up with a generous amount of salt and pepper. And of course you can do this for both sides. Next step, on to our dredging stations. So I'm going to set up 3 bowls. In the first bowl, I'm going to start with half a cup of flour. Second bowl, I'm going to crack in 2 eggs, and I usually have my eggs at room temperature, so they're a little bit easier to work with. Grab a fork and give these a beating. And in the third container, I'm going to combine half a cup of breadcrumbs, and these are pre-seasoned, so you don't have to do anything with these. You can just get the regular and season them yourself if you like. With a 1/4 cup of Parmesan. And we'll just give these a whisk, or this a whisk I should say, until everything's mixed together. Okay, let's dredge the chicken up here, starting with the flour. Just make sure this guy is nicely covered. Give it a little shake off. Into the egg bath. Make sure all that egg's off there, it doesn't drizzle into our breadcrumbs. I'm going to make sure we're nicely coated here. That's about perfect. Then onto a tray lined with some parchment paper. Now it's time to fry these up, so I'm going to add a tablespoon or 2 of olive oil to a preheated pan over medium-high heat. Put the chicken in, and I'm going to fry these up for about 2 or 3 minutes on each side. They're fairly thin, so they should fry pretty fast. Okay, we're nicely browned here, so I'm going to flip these over. Isn't that beautiful? And you don't want them burned, of course. And let them fry for a couple of minutes on the other side. And our chicken is pretty much done, and you can tell it bounces back beautifully. So I'm just going to go ahead and set this onto my baking sheet. Next step, some marinara over the top. And you can use spaghetti sauce, tomato sauce, whatever you like, or even homemade marinara. Grate up some mozzarella. It's funny, there always has to be mozzarella in my life. I mean, life just wouldn't be complete without it. Mozzarella into the center, onto the center I should say, along with the marinara. This looks pretty good. You can add as much or as little as you like. You be the boss of your chicken parmesan. A bit of freshly chopped basil on top. You can use dried, but I've got some fresh and I like it. Basil is so good. And into the oven we go for about 12 minutes or so. Just look at this, guys. They look absolutely spectacular. I can hardly wait to dig in. 30 minutes. Amazing. Now let's go ahead and plate this up. And there you have it, guys, our quick and easy chicken parmesan with an ooey gooey layer of mozzarella, and most of all, in 30 minutes. Absolutely spectacular. I'm so happy. Okay, time to dig in. I'm going to make sure I get some mozzarella and some marinara here. Yum. This is so good, guys. The coating, the mozzarella, the marinara, just simply delightful. And the great thing is, serve this up with your favorite pasta. And if you want to try your hand at multitasking, you had 12 minutes while it was baking to make up the pasta, so you can still do it in 30 minutes. This is simply spectacular. You got to make this.